see the pair that got hauled into Tyres?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What do you make of them skies, then?
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just... As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling set. He's with your uncle in the Free Cities. I'll send an owl their way the moment the winds turn foul.
Do you have any...
Well, that depends on your definite...
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts. Could be that they don't.
I suppose...
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some... Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few...
I hope so.
Look at us. Blue, tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received, without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against...
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobos, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade?
Will we ever see the sun again?
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess.
Is there anything you don't know?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has... That, I believe, is a question And on the sixth day, did the gods tear the sun? But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only...
You think they're connected? That ultimately...
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you will forgive me.
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one.
It would. Actually, we had as many owls arrive while you were at the... Martha's got a Akashic out of gates and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says...
When it read.
Then fucking pause. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage, and even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt, which means...
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our...
Sid! Oh, you're new. Should I be worried?
Jill. Clive has told me...
All lie.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late.
Any idea whether...
The desert's a big place, but the fact is...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits, which I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. We hire mercenaries...
And what happens when we're better off?
What's he doing here?
Sid.
I was about to ask you this.
Costness is in chaos. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably... I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's sides. These accursed skies or an entire...
We're still working on the sky. Perhaps we can find a solution to...
I hope so.
So?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder.
My thoughts exactly. Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihood.
And if there's one thing bandit...
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves.
A shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some.
It appears I have no choice but to do what little I can to defend what little we have.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
trick, Conrad.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat with time.
Time no longer appears.
I take it your scouts...
Technically.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us. This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
No. Not a chance.
Mad dogs.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
My lord, there's... Oscar? It is an honor to make... I am Oscar.
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my... Welcome.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
Then we're next.
I can't do it.
But you can.
We could leave.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those...
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. And a pack of them...
Leave that.
My family!
What did we do to deserve this?
I'm sorry,
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Before we could even draw his steel.
I assume you have a plan?
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me!
Should I try?
Save your strength.
Our friends seem to have things under control.